Because guess what? People always say, well, what is it that you're selling? It don't matter if I'm selling bionic toilet paper. If your mind ain't right, it doesn't matter. If you're not in a position that you're saying, hey, I want to change my life, does it really matter? So I promise you, you'll be off this call in 15 minutes. I'm going to share my screen really, really quickly. And we're going to start with this, from the trash man to the cash man. And these are statistics that I want you guys. Tell me, can everybody unmute if you can't see me? If you can't see me, if you can't see the screen, don't worry about unmuting. So, okay, so obviously you can see the screen. So the statistics for becoming rich. Here are the statistics. How many people are over 40 right now, but you've been doing the same thing?
I cannot see the screen, sir.
Oh, okay.
Neither can I, Mr. Thurston.
All right, I got you. I got you. Thank you guys so much. All right. Boom. I bet you can see it right now. And yes, you can, right?
Yes.
All right. So if you're over 50, over 40, really, and you telling yourself this lie, I got time, or maybe next year, you know what happens next year? You're 41. And the year after that, you're 42. And then we always brag, my son is 10. No, you 10 years older. My grandson is 15. No, you 15 plus years older. So how much time do you really think you have? You keep saying, I'm going to go on vacation next year. Baby, we're going to do it next year. Sweetheart, we're going to do it next year. Next year never comes for most people because the average American right now has less than $51,000 is what they make annually. Very few people on this line make more than $51,000. Most people are at that $36,000 to $38,000. So you're in debt, even though you're working. So here's the statistics. Out of 100 people working from the age of 20 to the age of 65, a 45-year time period, one, how many became rich, guys? One became rich. 4 became financially independent. 5 are still working. You know, the people at Walmart, you know them. They had to go back and get a job when they retired because their Social Security is just not enough. 28, unfortunately, passed, and 62 are dead broke. And you know it to be true. We can try to say it all we want to. Yeah, you can name the one uncle in your family that's doing well, but what about everybody else? Let's look at this according to percentages. What does this mean in America? 5% of the people make it financially. 5%. 95% don't. Which percentage are you in? And are you willing to do something about it? Because guess what? The older you get, the tireder you get. And they don't really want you at that job when you're tired. That's all I'm going to tell you. That's a clue. So out of 100 people, 1 was rich, 4 financially independent, the top 5%, the bottom 9, people always talk about this pyramid. You're in a pyramid if you have a job. You're just at the bottom of it. And 62 were dead broke, 28 dead, 5 still working. The 2-sentence wealth formula is this. If you want to become wealthy, then you have to find out what the top 5% are doing. Guys, what do you think they're doing? Do you think they're working for someone else? Or do you think they're working for themselves? And also, do you think they are making money off the efforts of other people? Do you think wealthy people are making money off other people? The second sentence is the 2-sentence wealth formula. It's even more important. You got to find out what the 95% are doing, and don't do that. Don't do whatever they're doing. Everybody you know that's giving you, I wouldn't join that business if I was you. And they struggling. Why would you take advice from somebody that you wouldn't change bank accounts with? The difference between the rich and the poor. Rich people understand how money works. Poor people understand how to work for money. Think about that. Let me say that again. Rich people understand how money works, but poor people only know how to what? Work for money. And there's nothing wrong with working for money. But shouldn't you take a portion of your money and invest it? Or do you just want to spend it all on the 4th of July, Christmas, Valentine's Day, and all the rest of the days, Easter, Christmas, this, that. When do you take time to say, I'm gonna take a couple dollars and invest in myself? Financial rules to live by. How long will it take to double your investment? What do I need to protect my income and retirement? Well, the law is 72, the rule is 72, the banks use this. Calculate the number of years it takes an investment to double. Take that number divided by the annual percentage rate, right? Times the number of years to invest to double your investment. So 72 divided by 8 equals 9. For example, the rule of 72 tells us the investment earning a constant 8% rate of return should double every win, 9 years. So that's cool for your retirement. But you know what? Most people don't have money to put into an investment. You know why? Because they live in paycheck to paycheck, because they only have what? One source of income. So you don't have a credit problem. You don't have a retirement problem. You have a cash flow problem. You need some money. But every time somebody comes to you and shows you a way to make money, you call it a scam. But you go to a job where they pay you $50,000 a year. Let me ask you something. If they could pay you 50, how much did you make them? Because I'm not paying you 50 if you work for me in a corporation. If I'm only making 50, you made me millions. So at the age of 29 with an 8% rate in about 9 years, that'll be 9 years, double every 9 years will be 160,000 just on a $10,000 investment. So what if you had 100,000 to put in there? It'd be $1 million, or very close to it. So my point is, what are you doing? What are you doing? And that's what I want to ask you. What do you have for your investment? And if you don't have anything, you should be scared to death, which is why I joined this business 10 years ago. And now my retirement is pretty much set up because I had cash flow. So you need at least 10 times your income to properly protect your family. Okay? So if you make $50,000, you need 500 grand in the bank. You need at least 20 times your income to have enough for retirement. Wow. That's amazing. So what kind of house do you live in? Everyone lives in a house. Even homeless people live in a house. I'm not talking about the kind of house you used to. I'm talking about your financial house. Just as there are different neighborhoods with different kinds of physical houses in them, there are different kinds of financial neighborhoods with different kinds of financial houses in them. So let's take a look at the house, an average house. So income window, wealth reducing liabilities, outgoing window. So this is your income window. This is the things that make you money, IPA, income producing assets. These are the things that lower your wealth reducing, and this is all the money that goes out. So this is the financial house of the poor. Do not be like poor people who spend every dime of every dollar. You must understand that the main purpose of money is a seed. I'm gonna add that. Is not spending. The main purpose of money is reproducing what? More money. Don't spend the seed money. Invest the seed money. Don't spend the seed money. Invest to spend money, the seed money, and then spend the fruit money. Because when you plant watermelon, it will produce watermelon seeds. Watermelon if you plant it in fertile ground. So let's take a look at the financial house of the poor. What do poor people do? They have a job, which all of us should have when we first getting started in life. Their money comes into the income window, right? You notice they have nothing in the investment window, right? The wealth reducing liabilities, all their money goes to just being able to pay bills. They don't even have nothing fun yet. They don't have no Mercedes or a boat or a motorcycle or, a slingshot. All they got is rent, taxes, utilities, food, clothes, children, and auto. And normally it's a car they hate to drive. Because I know I used to be in that position. I had, just a car. I didn't have an automobile. That's what poor people do year after year after year, right? Now the middle class people have a different focus. They take their money and they buy what I call wealth-reducing liabilities. A wealth-reducing liability is anything that you buy that takes money out of your financial house. The longer you own it, the more money it takes out of your financial house. So let's take a look at that. You have a job. Most middle-class people, especially if they're upper middle class, they feeling really good about themselves. I ain't poor like them people over there on the west side, and they got a few toys. But look where their money goes. Nothing in the income producing. They don't have any investments. Their money, goes to taxes, rent, utilities, food, clothes, children, auto. But they got a couple things. They got a couple cars, a boat camper, credit card debt, revolving charge cards, and student loans. So at the end of the year, they just as broke as the person that didn't have cars, boats, and campers. But let's take a look at the rich. If you want real wealth, you're not going to be able to create on the emotion of fear, scared to invest a couple dollars. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Or the emotion of envy, like middle class people. I'm gonna say that again. Envy. What is the emotion that causes rich people to get rich? That's really a trick question. If you don't get rich on emotion. If you're going to get rich, you're going to get rich on a decision. MAD. Get mad. Make a decision, not emotion. So, job, right? Asset protection. Look at what the wealthy people do. They have a job, but look how many streams of income go to their income producing assets. They got a multi-level marketing company. They got stocks, bonds, cryptocurrency. They got all kind of things. They got 2 or 3 network marketing companies, at least one, where they building a team and getting paid off the efforts of other people. They have Roth IRAs. They have self-directed 401ks, not the ones that your job give you, but one that you can put together yourself. They have all this, and out of that, right, they got a couple things. They have a stream that goes to wealth producing. They got toys. These are just toys. And all of that stuff comes out of the outgoing. So the rent. And if you notice, most of them are going to own their cars and homes. So they got very little going to here because they own their houses and cars because they paid them off already. So most of their income is going there, producing more money. But what most people do is what most people are doing right now. They got paid what? And this is no lie. The average person is making about $1,600 every 2 weeks in America. It's a proven fact. So that's, some people have roommates, some people have wives, husbands. Put it together, they got about $5,000 a month coming in. And out of the 5,000, 5,050 goes out. So they broke. And then they just pay the credit card debt, pay the credit card, and it just keeps going. It's a cycle, a treadmill of debt. So the financial house of the rich over time, income producing, look at all this, man. They got real estate, stocks, car washes, parking lots, licenses. They license different businesses, royalties, network marketing. You better believe it. Every wealthy person has some type of tax shelter or income producing asset like a network marketing company. Wealth reducing liabilities, they got mortgage, cars, boats, trucks, a couple little things. But taxes, this. But it's coming out of their assets and not their income. Their income goes in here. I want you to see that. So they start buying other houses where they have, so now they got 3, 4, 5 houses with mortgages on them. But look at this. The income goes there, it goes back there, which goes here, which goes there. Out of their assets, which are what? Tax write-offs. Because most of them have trust, most of them have LLCs, and a lot of that is something we can talk about on another call where you're able to, do some really cool things. So that's the financial house of the wealthy. But let's go to the poor people that always calls everything a scam. What do you see? They have no money right there, and they're living just to pay bills. Okay? So that being said, I'm gonna go back to the Zoom, and I'm gonna say this to the ladies and gentlemen that joined us on this call. I think I saw Dr. Are you on here, Dr. I'm scared. Let me look. I think I saw you because she was on an airplane. Dr. Ivory, you there? She may be on a plane.
Yes, I can hear you. I am actually on a tram at the airport.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there's probably a lot of background noise.
I'm gonna ask you one question. Now you're a medical doctor, am I right?
Yes, correct.
You've made it to the top of the food chain in the medical field, right?
You could say that, except for Medicare is a beast and it tries to eat us all.
I got you. I got you on that. But why would a medical doctor that's already a six-figure plus earner start a network marketing business like you've done? And you're building a huge team. Every day you're putting in 2-3 people. First of all, how do you have time and why did you do it? That's the only question. I know you're busy. Most people would say, Dr. Ivory, oh no, I'm cool. I'm a doctor. I'm straight. Why would you add that additional income source to your life, Dr. Ivory?
Well, to be honest, I initially started because I was like, this is a great way to save on my travel and get some commissions. However, once I got started and saw the bigger picture, I thought to myself, this is my retirement career. This is what's going to get me to be able to not have to work as hard to be able to live the kind of life that I want.
I got you, Dr. Ivory. Thank you for that. I know you're busy. And Director Hammy informed me you'll be on one of her calls, so I don't want to ask all the questions. That's all I want to know, Dr. Ivory. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so Dr. Ivory's a medical doctor, and we have multiple people in this company. We have, I saw Director in Training Strong that owns her own business, and she has 10 different businesses plus this business. I see multiple people that we don't have time to talk to today that they're already making six figures. But matter of fact, I'm gonna ask Eric, I think we do have 2 minutes. I saw her earlier. I don't know if she's still on here. Is Director in Training Strong on here?
Yes, I am.
Quick question. How many businesses do you have?
5.
So you got 5 businesses. Most people would be like telling themselves they cool financially because you got a lot of problems, but money ain't one of them. Why did you add exactly? Why did you join a home-based network marketing business? What was your reason? Just really quickly.
Because residual income was what I did not have. Every business requires me to either show up or my employees to show up. And COVID showed me that if everything stopped, my money stopped. And residual income just don't stop.
I love it. Director in Training, soon to be director. Thank you very much. She summed it up in a nutshell. What if something happened? You need some emergency money. So guys, you heard Dr. Ivory say she did it for retirement. She's building her retirement portfolio. Business owner, Director in Training Strong said residual income because the rest of her businesses, she has to show up. And nobody wants to do that. So guys, please get back with the person. If you can relate to what we talked about this evening, and you are a grown person, and you have less than $10,000 in your bank, it's time for you to join our community of opportunity. Don't overthink this. It's a $200 investment. It will be the best $200 that you invested in your life. Get back with the person that invited you to call. Get your questions answered. And see us next Wednesday, where we're gonna have some amazing people saying some amazing things that you don't wanna miss. Guys, every opportunity in life must be seized during the lifetime of the opportunity. And the only thing worse than not having an opportunity is having one and not taking advantage of it. I'm Director Thurston. I used to be a cable man. That was so long ago because I made one decision. If I can do it, you can do it. There's no secret what God can do. What he did for me, he can do it for you. God bless everybody. Have a safe holiday. See you next Wednesday. Good night.